Beautiful soul, if you are finding this message, I'm going to give you a second to get out of the crap of the everyday and into connection with your soul's blueprint. That's what I do. That's what we're here for. I'm going to bring you this message so that just for a minute, you can stop and breathe. So, by the way, stop, take a breath wherever you are. If you're even in a place to like close your eyes, how beautiful is that? And let's tune into this inner world. There's a lot around you that is noisy, it is loud. You have to focus on it constantly. And it's taking you away from those divine choices that put you on the divine path, that bring the synchronicities that you like. And sometimes you get there accidentally and little great things happen. And you think, why doesn't this happen more? Why do I have to deal with this? And why do I have these relationships? Why do I have this job? Why do I have these struggles that I have? Why is my mind such a bugger? And that's part of being human. But what we can do is shift our focus, shift our attention, move into more of soul guided decisions once we know how. And so that's what I do, right? I activate you, I connect you, I show you where you're not free. But more importantly, I give you time to set that down and get more in tune with the truth so that you can be more free. So we shift that focus. We quiet that noise for a minute. So this video may have found you because you just need a minute to breathe. This video likely found you because you're ready. You've been niggled at different times where you're like, or maybe you don't even realize, but you've kind of said out loud, like, what the heck? There must be something better than this. Why do I have to deal with this all the time? Why aren't things working out for me? Things like that, right? And you're likely someone who can get caught up in those things, but then you keep going with life, whether it's because you don't see options to get out, whether you're just tired and complacent, right? And you'll put those wishes out there, but it's hard to know how to take action to really make your dream life a reality. Maybe part of you doesn't even believe that's possible. Who knows? But let's get a message, something you can tune into, stop for a second, and just get really connected to self. That is really the first step. If you want to change anything in your life, I don't care what it is, and you can, say, who is this person? Doesn't know what's going on in my life. How could you possibly know? And that's totally fine. And if this video isn't resonating and it's just triggering you and fluffing your feathers and whatever, then move on, put your attention elsewhere. But those of you who receive this, and I'm putting the attention on this video, that those who will resonate, those who are ready to see more of what their soul really came here to experience, to live life living, not surviving, not chasing things, not, really to just calmly, excitedly own who you are. And not just that, but bring the pieces together in your life to create, so that like a year from now, you're looking back and going, oh my gosh, things are actually working out for me. Okay. That's who this video is for. That's who my videos are for. The people who want to look a little deeper and go, I'm ready to get my zest for life back, right? I've had to do this. I've literally been the Phoenix rising numerous times in my life. And I tell ya, it's a wild ride. But what's really cool as I go into my next era and what I want to share with you and what I want to impart with you, sometimes being the Phoenix is real hard. Okay. You have to burn a lot down. It can be really painful. It can be really loud. Your human gets, nervous system gets out of whack, all those things. But if you can learn the rise of the Phoenix, that part, the building a stable foundation so that each time, things catch on fire in your life, you handle it with more grace and you attract more of what you want, and you get to rise from that place instead of the hard, digging through the mud just to survive rise. Anyway, so if that resonates with you, let's just dive in and see what message is here for you today to tune into, to tap into, to just take you out of the stank of life for a sec and give you a minute to hear your soul. And the more you do this, I promise you, I can 100% guarantee this. As a matter of fact, the more you do this, as you learn to really do this, tap in, listen to your soul, honor your human, and bring the whole system on board in alignment. The more you practice this, the more it becomes who you are, the more your life will take shape the way you want it to. I 100% guarantee it. Promise you. Okay? You can talk to me about it in the comments, but you'll see. You'll see. And I love that for you. I love that for me. I'm right here with you guys. I'm doing it. Okay. So let's pull a couple of cards. I have a really cool new deck here. Wow! That wants to talk to you, obviously. I'm going to clip my mic. I have no idea if you're still going to hear me or not, but hopefully. hopefully. Let's get all the cards. Okay. get all the cards. Let's shuffle these puppies and see what message we're going to tune into. We're going to set the noise of the world behind, and we're going to do that by taking a breath, focusing on the breath, right? Give your mind a second to focus on something that is super helpful and super healthy and super expansive for you. And when all else fails, it's the breath, my friends. Funnily enough, it's the breath, something we just do naturally, can actually be used to take us out on the shite and into what's right. Ooh, I love to rhyme. I love to rhyme. My guides always bring through the rhymes. I think angels might be rappers. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I think so. So I'm just closing my eyes to tune in. I just find, yeah, you know what? I'm getting a cup. I'm getting a cup being poured into. I'm almost seeing the Ace of Cups in my mind's eye, and it's very much about source pouring into you. They want nothing more. Your guides, the angels, the universe, your higher self, they are pouring into you, your soul. And it's just, and I say this, it's the easy part is for you to open to receive, to really see it. And by tuning into a video like this, congratulations to you, little human, because that is exactly what you're doing. So breathe as I pull the card and allow, just imagine, just intend and allow for this message to pour into you, to fill that cup, to give you just a small or a big aha, a moment where you've put down the angst. Give yourself this gift. Put down the angst just for a second, okay? You can always pick shit back up again, but see what it feels like to put it down. Start practicing that behavior. Start teaching your brain, start teaching your human that that's okay. We can do that. And it's okay to create a better life. And it's totally possible, even when you don't know what steps to take, because the how isn't really up to us. And this has taken me a long time to learn. I'm an old gal, okay? And I've been real stubborn to the control, to the force, to what I have to do in order to create. But what I've learned, which has been the easy part of humaning, is that source will bring me everything I need, right? I have to get intentional. I have to get on fire for my life in order to be in the frequency to receive. And part of the way I've taught myself to do that is by tuning into messages like this, building that connection with my soul's voice. Because then when the chips are down and things get really loud and crazy in life, I have support, right? Everyone else can fall away. And I still have me, and I still have my guides, and I still have source and all of the things. And it's a foundation that can't be changed based on the situations and places and relationships in my life. It doesn't matter how bad a things come at me. I've built that connection. I have it. It can always show me the best way out. And it what am I trying to say? It just keeps getting better. It's this or better. And yeah, that just keeps growing. And I'm hearing like exponentially. So that's cool. I think those are the quantum leaps in life. But you can't get to quantum leap and jump in timelines if you can't even train yourself how to get into the good states and live there and be that and be the truth of who you are. Okay, let's just pull a card. That's cool. Loving that. Yeah. Ooh, I love me a 10 of Pentacles, the abundance, right? The stability, the foundation. Speaking of the foundation, this moment you're tuning into right now, talking to your soul, connecting, allowing me to channel this awesomeness onto you, breathing to receive it. That's how you get to the dream life. That's how you create a solid foundation that holds all of the things that you want, that provides to you continuously. Also, our 10 is giving us that closing out of a cycle. You are done living in here and struggling to create what it is you really want. And if you're still listening to this, then yes, soul, this is for you. This is how it's done. It is no more complicated than the ease that I'm going to show you, through this video, building this foundation. Receiving. Yeah, this is so much about receiving what it is that you need instead of living in all the limitations that are so easy to tap into in front of you. The world is going through massive darkness, right? It's heavy. There's a lot of density everywhere we look. People are feeling the squeeze of money and jobs that are unfulfilling, right? How often do you encounter people throughout your day-to-day just doing what you do that are just feeling low and unfulfilled? And that's totally okay. That's totally normal. But it's up to us to decide to make the choice that we want something different, and to put down the weight and move into the light. And this isn't about just pushing down things that bother you and ignoring them. That actually puts you into complacency. That actually sends you into addictive behaviors. That actually puts you into the bad habits that perpetuate themselves. No, you got to tune in. You got to hold your human. You got to build this foundation by connecting with your soul and source and letting them pour into you and helping you through those tough situations. You know, oftentimes we'll go to another human who's having their very human experience, and we'll share our, darkness and our heaviness with them, and they'll give us advice, and we'll move from there. And that's totally cool. We're here to connect and give each other advice. But oftentimes the people immediately surrounding you that you're getting advice from are struggling with similar things to you, because we're all mirroring stuff to each other. So the one you really want to talk to is your soul. The way you want to move is by what really activates you in your heart, because it's not going to be the same as mine. And I'm not going to know to the depths that you know what it is that you need. I can give you great ideas, right? And I'm practicing being a balanced human. So yeah, I give great advice. Let's just be real. But not everyone you encounter in your reality is going to be like that, especially if you're in the thick of the density right now. You're likely having a lot of mirrors around your relationships that are, just reflecting back to you where you're not free. So their advice is going to come from there. And the best thing we can tell you is to get advice from source, from your soul, right? Get in touch with that soul's blueprint. Get understanding what really makes you move, not with the judgment of why am I like this and why am I like that, but really accepting and falling in love, my friends, with who you are. That's how you build the foundation. That's how you pour into your cup so that you overflow and start getting mirrors that show you that, your greatness. You'll start getting synchronicities. You'll start magnetizing to you everything that you want, because you're starting to move from an embodied place, and you start to say, I don't give an F what's happening around me. I am going to tune in to what is really here and right for me, that lights me up. And yes, sometimes we got to look at programming. Well, we always look at the programming and the conditioning and the limiting beliefs. Again, we're not shoving them down and ignoring it, but we're bringing the light in to heal, instead of trying to force ourselves to be different or make something happen so that we can be okay. That's not the solid foundation, right? That will always be affected by outside sources. Yes, look at this. Source breathing life into what it is you really want to create, into you stepping out as more of you. How can you do that today? What's one even small thing that you can do today that's totally to inspire you, that gives you that Yesterday morning, I took myself out and got a beautiful takeout latte. I love lattes and coffees, and I like going out and having someone make me one and purchasing it and feeling like just fancy. And it's a small thing, but it's something I could do. I had no reason to do it other than it was my desire. And, it put me in the right frame of mind for other synchronicities to fall in. But if I had gotten out of bed and felt gross and thought, life sucks, and just kind of went about my normal day and forced myself just to do the things that I have to do without giving myself that love, then I'm showing myself that that's what I deserve. And I'm going to get more of that. So you've got to make the little changes. You got to do the little things that can snowball into the bigger things, more magnetism. You got to start where you're at, sis, right? So yeah, and we really want to look at what we focus on. I really want to talk to you more in these videos about your brain and what it is you are focusing on. I have had a lifelong struggle with this biche, okay? I have a very strong inner critic. I've had a lot of programming and limiting beliefs that I've had to deal with. I'm a cycle breaker, and I'm here. I had to really understand that side of things in the brain so that I could share it with you, so that I could free myself, so that, I don't know. Anyways, so I get it. I get how hard it is to live in this world with the limits and conditioning that we are given in the programs, and to break free of the mind. It's such a human thing. And it's quite a cool journey when you can really dive in and surrender to it and move from living by it and instead living by your soul. Yeah. Oh, the energy as I tap into that. My guys are really proud of me. It's been a journey for me. Not gonna freaking lie to you about that. It's been a journey. So think about today what it is you focus on and how you're building the foundation to create the life that you really want, right? How often are you tapping into your soul's voice, not your mind? Yeah. Those are your questions today. And give yourself a little treat. This tapping into this, if you're still listening to this, it means you're ready. You're ready to close down that cycle and to focus on what really matters to you. And it's not those situations and things that are ruminating in here and causing you angst. There's other things that really matter. You are the alchemist. And Source wants you to step up to the table, use your tools, gain the tools, use the tools. Everything you need is really already within you. Just might take a little moving around of the mess to let it shine and see it and really embody it. And that is totally okay. You're okay. Okay, let me tell you that. You deserve this. You are the one. No one else is here to live your life. You are. And every experience you've had to now has given you gifts to be ready for the next now. And as you tap into the now moment, like you've done in this and taken breaths, you've given yourself the time to hear your soul. You've let me mirror to you how much you really deserve and how much is really possible for you. And I love that for you. And I love that for me. I'm honored to be that voice for you. And I'm going to continue to do that. Because my soul mission, I hold the knowledge. I don't hold the knowledge. No, that's not really it. I tap into your soul's blueprint and help reflect that back to you. That's why you found this video, because you've asked for it. You've got some ideas. You've got some dreams. You wish things were different. And so I'm here to guide you, to show you, to bring you the messages that are going to activate you and light you up and show you what else is possible. Because I know deeply, each and every one of you still watching this video has a desire for more, and you're done living in the mind. You want to build a solid, rich foundation, rich in love, rich in relationships, rich in money, rich in experience, rich in opportunity. And you want to live beyond the paradigms that humans are here just experiencing. You want to be a part of them. It's not even, you want to be able to see them and then choose differently. That's the beautiful part. That is the beautiful part about the crap that humans get stuck into. We get to see, we get to feel, we get to experience it, and then we get to go, see ya later. I'm going to the better. I'm going to the light. I'm listening to me even more. I don't have to live in that just because it's an experience that I'm having. It doesn't have to mean things about me. It doesn't have to be dictating the future. That's just the experience in the now moment, which you get to put your own perspective on at any time. This is your life. And you're ready to live it in a fuller way if you're here for this video right now. It's no longer going to be about choices that keep making you feel like, how did I get here? You know, it's no longer going to be the choices where it's like biting your nose to spite your face, you know, where you end up trying to create good and you push things away, or you hurt yourself or others, and you have situations and reactions where afterwards you're like, oh, why did I have to say that? Why did I do that? Why am I like this? That no longer has to be the beingness that you are. I just want you to know that. That can all change. So let's just take a breath. Just fully surrendering to this moment. You can feel it inside. It will resonate with you if this is for you and you're ready to build that solid foundation and to be poured into from source, from your higher self, to feel and know what you're here for and how much greatness is possible for you. And then even better, to know the steps to get it. This is it. This is how it happens. And I'm excited for you. So I'm going to go before this video gets too long, but know that you are ready to focus on the real you and building a great foundation for your life. So let me know in the comments, like and subscribe, all those things, so we can be connected and I can really help you if you're ready. And I know you are. If you're here, you're ready. All right. Give me emojis in the comments because I really love emojis. Okay. Ciao for now.